Okay, so you're going to need to dismantle your torch, and you're all going to get one of these torches each, and you can see that it's been held together with these two screws. So the first thing you're going to do is dismantle the torch. So you can use your nail, or if you haven't got much of a nail, you could use like a ruler or a pair of scissors out of one of the blocks and just unscrew the screws and pop them out. Some of them are easier than others, and then when you've got those out, then you can take the thing apart. So you can see that you've got 3 pieces of plastic, and they're all slightly different. Okay, there's 3 bits of plastic, there's your LED there, and we'll talk about that LED in a second, and you've also got the battery and a piece of paper. Okay, so let's start with the 3 bits of plastic. You've got the 2 outer pieces, which have got the engravings on it, and then you've got the middle piece, which is where the battery goes, and you can tell the middle piece because it's got a hole cut out of the centre and a little channel that runs down the middle. So that's the middle piece. So the first thing on your list was to put together the outer piece and a middle piece. Now, if you put these 2 together, you can see that the holes don't line up. So that means that there's something wrong. So again, looking at your flow chart, you can see that if it hasn't been lined up properly, you need to go back and do it again. So in this case, we just turn it over, and you can see now that the lines, the circles rather, line up properly. So that's ready to go. The next thing is we can put our battery in. So the battery goes in, and with these batteries, if you look at them closely, you've got the flat side, which has got the little plus sign on it for a positive. That's the positive end of the battery, and if you flip it over, the little dotted side with the round edges, that's the negative side. So it doesn't matter which way around you put it in, as long as you know which one is which. You can put your battery in. So that's the next stage. The next one you're going to do is to take your LED, and if you look at your LED, you've got 2 legs, one positive and one negative. And the negative is the shorter leg, and the positive is the longer leg. And you can also tell by when you touch the end of it, when you look at it closely, you'll see that the shorter leg has also got a flat edge on here. This edge of it is flat, whereas the other edge with the longer leg for the positive is round. So the flat short leg is negative, and the long leg with a round edge is positive. So you need to make sure that the positive leg goes to the positive side of the battery, and both legs go either side. So the negative leg slips underneath and touches the negative side of the battery, and the positive touches the positive. And when you touch them together, you can see that the light will come on. Okay, so the next thing is to put a little piece of paper in between, in this the top part of the battery, and that's just to stop the leg from touching the battery at all times, because if it's touching the battery at all times, then the light's going to be permanently on like that, and we don't want that to happen. So we put the piece of paper in between to create a bit of a divide. Next thing we're going to do is to just hold the leg down and lift it up slightly so that it doesn't, again, so it lifts away from the battery and it's not touching it the whole time. Then all we do is take our third and final piece of the outer plastic, sit that on top, line up all of the pieces, and screw it back together again. And I'm just going to check to make sure it works when I press it, and it does, and it's not permanently on when it's not supposed to be on. So I'm just going to tighten up the screws, and there we go, back to normal.